Welcome back. So in this video, I will be covering next 5 questions of second chapter of 11th class NCERT chemistry back exercise. That is question number 51 to question number 55. So hope you are getting a lot of conceptual clarity from solving questions, because when we solve questions, we get a lot of clarity on that. And if you are finding this useful, do share it with your friends so that they can also get benefited and they can score well in their exams. Like these videos and subscribe to my channel so that you can get the notifications of my new videos whenever I upload. Let us now move into question number 51. I'm sharing my screen with you. All right, so let us see what is the statement for question number 51. Okay. Question number 51 says the work function for cesium atom is 1.9 electron volt. W naught or H nu naught, it is equal to 1.9 electron volt. Calculate threshold frequency, that is nu naught. Then we need to find out threshold. First we need to find out threshold wavelength, that is lambda naught, then threshold frequency. So both we need to find out. Then the next part of the question is, if cesium element is irradiated with wavelength 500 nanometer, calculate the kinetic energy and the velocity of the ejected photoelectron. So the lambda of the light with which the sodium atom is being irradiated, lambda for that has been given to be equal to 500 nanometer. And we need to find out what is the kinetic energy and what is the velocity of the photoelectron that will be ejected out. Okay, so if we need to find out the velocity, it will be in meter per second. So to get the velocity in meter per second, we need to have energy in joule. Okay, so we will be converting this into joule. So 1.9 into 1.602 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. So it will be equal to 1.9 multiplied by 1.602. So it is equal to 3.0438 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. Okay. So this is the work function. So from here we can get nu naught. So 3.0438 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 upon 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second. So here we have joule. Okay, so it will be equal to 0.4591 into 10 raised to the power minus, it will be minus 19 plus 34. 34 minus 19 equal to, it is 15. Not minus 15, but 15 per second. So this is the frequency. You can convert it into scientific notation. Okay, now we need lambda naught. So lambda naught will be equal to C upon nu naught, not lambda naught. Here it will be nu naught. So 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon nu naught is 0.4591 into 10 raised to the power 15 per second. So it is equal to 3 divided by 0.451 equal to 3 divided by 0.451. 4591, sorry, it is 4591. 3 divided by 0.4591. It is coming out to be equal to 6.53 into 10 raised to the power. So it is 15 and it will be minus 7 meter. So this is lambda naught. We now need to calculate what is the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to H nu naught, H nu minus H nu naught. So the value for H nu naught we do not have the value for H nu, that is the energy of the photon which is irradiated upon the sodium metal. So we can just get it from the value of lambda. So E is equal to Hc upon lambda. So it is equal to 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second into 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon lambda is 500 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. So it is equal to 6.63 multiplied by 3 divided by 500. 0.03978 multiplied by 10 raised to the power, it is minus 34 minus 17. So it will be minus 17 joule. So it will be equal to 3.978 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. Now we need to find out kinetic energy. We know now what is h nu. This is h nu. We know the value for h nu naught also. So kinetic energy will be equal to h nu is 3.978 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 minus 3.0438 into 10 raised to the power minus 19. So now here the work for us has become easier because both the powers are equal. So when we subtract or add, we need to make the powers of 10 equal. Okay, so it will be equal to, so 3.978 minus 3.0438 equal to 0.9342 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. So this will be the kinetic energy. Now we need velocity. So half mv square is equal to 0.9342 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. So v square is equal to 0.9342 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule upon mass is multiplied by 2. Mass is mass of the electron minus 31 kg. So it will be equal to multiplied by 2 divided by 9.11. 0.205 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 plus 31. So it will be 10 raised to the power 12 meters square per second square. Okay, now do not change this into scientific notation because we need to take the root. So when the power of 10 is even, it becomes easier for us to take the root because in root it will become half. So v square we have got, v will be equal to root of 0.205 into 10 raised to the power 12 meter square per second square. So it will be equal to, so let's just take the root of 0.205. So it is equal to 0.453 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter per second, or I can write 4.53 into 10 raised to the power 5 meter per second. Okay, so this is all for question number 51. Let's now move into question number 52. Okay, so before starting question number 52, I just want to tell you something, that I was recording this video. I'm recording this video for the second time. You know why? Because in question number 52, there is some kind of discrepancy in the values that have been given to us. So first part of the question, I was able to solve. I mean, I solved it on this video. But in the second part, answer is not matching. So I have tried to do it later also, but it is not matching. So there is some discrepancy in the values that have been given to us. All right, so we will be just solving the first part, and I will tell you how to solve the second part so that you can know when the values will be right, given suppose some at some other place the right values are given, and you will be knowing how to solve it. I will give you that method, but I will not be solving the second part here. All right, so let us now move into 52 question. So following results are observed when sodium metal is irradiated with different wavelengths. So sodium metal has been irradiated with different wavelengths. 3 wavelengths we have been given. Calculate threshold wavelength, Planck's constant. We need to find out threshold wavelength, that is lambda naught, and Planck's constant, that is h. Okay, so lambda naught, because all the values of lambda have been given in nanometer, so I suppose that lambda naught is in nanometer, so it is equal to lambda naught into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. All right, so now the values that have been given to us, lambda is in nanometer, it is equal to 500, 450, 400, all in nanometer. Velocity has been given 10 raised to the power minus 5 centimeter per second. Okay, for this wavelength, this is the velocity of the photoelectron. Okay, from this we will be able to find out what is the kinetic energy. 4.35. So here it is 5.35. Okay, so we have been given these values and we need to find out lambda naught. So from this velocity, we can get the kinetic energy, and kinetic energy is total energy of the photon minus the threshold energy, that is the work function. So hc upon lambda minus hc upon lambda naught, it is equal to half mv square. Okay, now for these three observations, we will be writing three different equations in this form. Okay, so what you can do is, because all the wavelengths have been given in nanometer, I will be taking it in meters. So I'm writing it 10 raised to the power minus 9. So we can just put the values, then we will take it. hc upon, for the first observation, I'm writing the equation now. hc upon 500 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter minus hc upon lambda naught into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. It is equal to half m. V for this value, for when we have the wavelength, irradiating wavelength is 500 nanometer, V is 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 centimeter per second. So I'm just converting this also into meter per second. So 10 raised to the power minus 7 meter per second whole square. Now take this, whatever you can take common, take common. So hc upon 10 raised to the power minus 9, you can take common. 1 upon 500 minus 1 upon lambda naught equal to 1 upon 2 m 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 meter per second whole square. This is equation number 1. Okay, now looking at this equation, you will feel that we can directly find out lambda naught, because here is the mass of electron, h and c we know, and we can just get the value putting these values. You cannot do this. You know why? Because in this question itself, we have been asked to find out the value for Planck's constant. So this means we do not know the value for Planck's constant. So if we do not know what is the value for Planck's constant, we cannot use it directly. Okay, so just write three equations. hc upon 10 raised to the power minus 9. Now for the second observation, I'm writing it. 450 minus 1 upon lambda naught equal to half m. V for this is 4.35 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 meter per second square. This is equation number 2. Similarly, we can write the equation number 3 also. We need only two equations, but it has been given. We can write the third equation also. 400 minus 1 upon lambda naught equal to half m. V is 5.35 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 7 meter per second whole square. So this is equation number 3. Now, to find out lambda naught, take any of these two equations and divide one equation with the other equation. Take any of the three, okay, whichever you like. So I'm doing 2 divided by 1. Okay, so when we will divide, what will happen? The common factors, they will get cancelled out. So this will get cancelled, this will get cancelled, and this portion will also get cancelled. Okay, so 2 divided by 1, second equation, the left portion will be 1 upon 450 minus 1 upon lambda naught upon 1 upon 500 minus 1 upon lambda naught. It will be equal to 4.35 square upon 2.55 square. Okay, so I'm just quickly calculating this value, but this comes out to be equal to 4.35 whole square, 4.35 square, 4.35 square divided by 2.55 square. So it is equal to 2.91. So this is coming out to be equal to 2.91. So now we can just solve this equation. So I will be using the next screen, 150. Okay, 1 upon 450 is on the upper side. 1 upon 450 minus 1 upon lambda naught. 1 upon 450 minus 1 upon lambda naught upon 1 upon 500 minus 1 upon lambda naught. It is equal to 2.91. So we just can solve it. 450 lambda naught. On the upper side, it will be lambda naught minus 450 multiplied by 500 lambda naught upon lambda naught minus 500 equal to 2.91. So we can just write it this way, lambda naught minus 450 upon lambda naught minus 500. It will be equal to 2.91 into 450 upon 500. So this will be equal to 2.91 multiplied by 450 divided by 500. It is coming out to be equal to 2.62. Okay, 2.62. So this means I can just write this equation as minus 450 equal to 2.62 lambda naught minus 500. So this will be equal to 2.62 lambda naught minus, it will be 1309.5. Okay. So now what we can do is we can take the terms having lambda naught on one side and the rest of the terms on other side. Okay. So here I can just write lambda naught minus 2.62 lambda naught is equal to minus 1309.5 plus 450. So it will be equal to minus 1.62 lambda naught equal to, so 1309.5 minus 450. So this will be minus 859.5. So lambda naught will be equal to divided by 1.62. So it is coming out to be equal to 530.5 nanometer. So this will be the answer, 530.5 nanometer. So we have found the lambda naught value. Now the second part of the question, that is we need to find out the Planck's constant. Now what you can do is you can take up any of the three equations that we have written in the beginning. Okay, that is hc upon 10 raised to the power minus 9, 1 upon, it was 500 minus 1 upon lambda naught equal to half mv is 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 meter per second. You can use this equation or any of the other two equations and you can try to find out the Planck's constant. So I was not able to get the right result. So it is whole square. Okay. So perhaps what I feel is there is discrepancy in the value for velocity. See, when we are finding out the lambda naught, velocity values are getting cancelled. But if you see this velocity value, it is very small, 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 centimeter. So the microscopic particles, they move with very high velocities. They do not move with these low velocities. So what I feel is there is discrepancy in the values for velocity. So if you are able to get the result, well and good. If you are not able to, do not worry about it. So you can just put the value of lambda naught, m we know it is the mass of the electron, c we know. Very easily we can find out the value for Planck's constant, that is h. Okay, so let us now move into the next question, that is question number 53. So question number 53 is, let's see what it says. The ejection of the photoelectron from silver metal is in the photoelectric effect experiment can be stopped by applying voltage of 0.35 volt. Okay, when the radiation 256.7 nanometer is used, calculate the work function for the metal. We need to find out work function, that is h nu naught. So I'm just pausing this, come back within 2 seconds because I need to put my laptop on charging. I'm back. Let us now continue with question number 53. Okay. So question number 53, we need to find out the work function W naught. And we have been given that the voltage that is supplied is 0.35 volt. Now, when this is given that voltage is 0.35 volt, that voltage will give the kinetic energy to the electron. Okay, so this means we have been given that the kinetic energy of the electron is equal to 0.35 electron volt. Okay, so we need to find out the work function, and we have also been given that the wavelength that is incident upon silver metal, it is 256.7 nanometer. So from here we can find out what is the energy incident upon it. So E is equal to hc upon lambda, 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 into 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon lambda is 256.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. Now see here, this is the velocity of light, that is the photon of light move with this much velocity. They are microscopic particles. So in the previous question, there is definitely a discrepancy in the values of velocity. Okay, so 6.63 multiplied by 3 divided by 256.7. So it is equal to 0.0775 into 10 raised to the power, it is minus 34 plus 17 minus 17 joule. So it is equal to 7.75 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. Now kinetic energy we have in electron volt, energy, total energy we have in joule. So we need to find out the work function. So kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. Okay, we need to find out h nu naught. So h nu naught will be equal to, it will be equal to total energy minus the kinetic energy. I'm so sorry, I just got stuck. Okay, so now we have the total energy. First convert this into electron volt. So 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. So this can be converted. So we can just write it 7.75 into 10 raised to the power minus 19. So this is equal to 1 electron volt divided by this. This will be equal to upon 1.602 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. Okay, so it is coming out to be equal to 7.75 divided by 1.602. So it is coming out to be equal to 4.83 electron volt. Okay, so here we have 4.83 electron volt minus we have 0.35 electron volt. The work function will be equal to 4.83 minus 0.35. So it is 4.48 electron volt. Okay, so if you want to convert it into joule, you can again convert it into joule. You know the relationship, so you can use this relationship to convert. Okay, now let us move into question number 54. So the statement for this question is, let's just see what is the statement for question number 54. If the photon of wavelength 150 picometer strikes an atom and one of its inner bound electrons is ejected out with velocity, okay, so lambda is equal to 150 picometer. Okay, so it is equal to 150 into 10 raised to the power minus 12 meter. One of its inner bound electrons is ejected out with a velocity. Velocity is given out to be equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to the power 7 meter per second. Calculate the energy with which it is bound to the nucleus. We need to calculate the energy with which it is bound to the nucleus. Suppose this is the nucleus. So I have made a big nucleus, and this is the orbit in which the electron is there. And there is some attractive force between these two because they are oppositely charged. So there is a force of attraction due to which there is attractive energy. Okay, we need to find out with what energy this is bound to the nucleus. Now, the energy with which this is bound to the nucleus will be equal to the energy which is required to break this bound, to break this force of attraction. This means that is the minimum energy required to remove this force of attraction will be equal to the energy with which it was bound to the nucleus. Are you getting it? So threshold energy is the minimum energy that is required to remove the electron. So this means the energy with which the electron is bound to the nucleus, it will be equal to the threshold energy. So we just need to find out what is the threshold energy. The statement has been just tweaked. That is all. Okay. So how you can find the threshold energy? Velocity has been given. We can get the kinetic energy. So it will be half mv square, half 9.11 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 into 1.5 into 10 raised to the power 7 meter per second whole square. So it will be equal to 9.11 divided by 2 multiplied by 1.5 square. So it is coming out to be equal to 10.25 into 10 raised to the power. Here it will be 14. So 31 minus 31 plus 14, 10 raised to the power 17 joule. So this will be the kinetic energy. Now we have been given the wavelength. So energy of the incident photon, it will be equal to hc upon lambda, 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second into 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon lambda is 150 into 10 raised to the power minus 12 meter. So it will be equal to divided by 150, 0.1326 into 10 raised to the power. It will become minus 34 plus 20, so minus 14 joule. Okay, so we need to now find out what is h nu. So here it should be minus, there should be minus 17, not plus. 9.11 divided by 2. Just let me check this calculation once again. So 4.555 multiplied by 1.5 square, 1.5 square, 10.25 into 10 raised to the power 14, 31 minus 14 coming out to be equal to 17. So it will be minus 17, right? Okay, so this will be minus 14 joule. Now we need to find out what is the work function. So h nu naught, we need to find out h nu naught. Kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. So we have h nu 0.1326 into 10 raised to the power minus 14 minus h nu naught we need to find. Kinetic energy is 10.25 into 10 raised to the power minus 17. So h nu naught will be equal to, it will be equal to 0.1326 into 10 raised to the power minus 14 minus 10.25 into 10 raised to the power minus 17. First, we need to make the bases equal, powers equal. So we can just do this 0.132 into 10 raised to the power minus 14 minus. So if we need to make this minus 14, we will be shifting the decimal point. So decimal point will be shifted. It will be when we need to, now we need to add the value here. So we need to shift the decimal point towards the left hand side. So it will be 0.01025 into 10 raised to the power minus 14. So we have shifted the decimal point towards the 3 places towards the left. Okay, so we can just now calculate 0.132 minus 0.01025 equal to, it is coming out to be equal to 0.122 into 10 raised to the power minus 14. Now you can just convert it into scientific notation. So this is the work function. Now work function here we can just write energy with which the electron is bound to the nucleus is equal to energy or the minimum energy required to remove the electron. That is the work function or the threshold energy. All right, let us now move into next question, that is question number 55. Let's see what that question says and find out what we need to find out. Question number 55. Emission transitions in Paschen series. Paschen series is when the electron, it jumps from the higher energy level to the third energy level at orbit n equal to 3 and start from orbit n. Any orbit can be there, any nth orbit can be there, and can be represented by nu equal to 3.29 into 10 raised to the power 15 hertz multiplied by 1 upon 3 square minus 1 upon n square. So this is how we can represent the frequency. We need to find out n if the value for lambda has been given 1285 nanometer. Okay, so lambda has been given. We can find nu from that, put the value of nu here, and we can get the value for n here. Okay, so nu is equal to C upon lambda equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon 1285 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. It will be equal to 3.0, 3 divided by 1285, is it 1285 equal to 0.0023 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 17 per second. So 2.3 into 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 3 places towards the right minus, so it will be 14 per second. So you just can put the value here. 2.3 into 10 raised to the power 14 per second is equal to 3.29 into 10 raised to the power 15 into 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon n square. Okay, so we just can write it like this. You just can make it 2.3 into 10 raised to the power 14 per second upon 3.29 into 10 raised to the power 15 is equal to 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon n square. So 2.3 divided by 3.29, it is equal to 0.699 into 10 into 10 the power minus 1. That is, we can just write 0.0699 equal to 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon n square. So 1 upon n square will be equal to 1 upon minus 1 upon n square, or we can just say 1 upon n square will be equal to 1 upon 9 minus 0.0699. So it will be equal to 0.0699. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.0412. So 1 upon n square is this. So n square will be equal to 1 upon 0.0412. It is equal to 1 divided by 0.0412. So it is coming out to be equal to 24.5. So we can take equal to 25. So n will be equal to 5. Okay, so n value is 5 here. Hope this is clear to you. So in the next videos, I will be taking up all the next questions also. So see you in the next video. Bye-bye. And if you like this video, like it, subscribe the channel and share it with your friends also. All right.